Shea football don't babble kitty. Oh Maradona. Hi, my name is Niniola and I'm live here at the Net TV. Oh, stay tuned.
A lot of people don't know that it was the same Nini that went for Project Fame.
Oh, okay.
So, just for the sake of fans that do not know, how's life been after Project Fame?
Totally different. Life after Project Fame has been different because in the house, everything is provided for you as a contestant. Wardrobe, instructors, and so on and so forth. But outside of the competition, then you have to cater for yourself. If you're not signed to a label, then you have to look for funding yourself. You have to look for management and, a bunch of challenges, basically. But I thank God, so far so good.
But how did music cut out for you? How did it start for you?
Okay, music for me started at a very early age because at home, I used to keep myself busy by listening to my parents' records, playing their records like Dolly Parton, African music, Angelique Kidjo, Sonia Day, Celine Dion, Beyonce, and so on and so forth. And in high school, I became sort of like the class radio because I had my own request show during lunch where I, would sing to my friends based on their song request. After high school, I started going for singing competitions. And I've been to a couple. I've gotten my, dose of no's. Yeah.
I want you to elaborate on that dose of no's because I know that you will have experiences.
Oh, definitely.
What has been the most craziest one, the one that you would never ever forget?
Okay, the one I would never forget. I'll never forget any of them because they were quite eventful. But this one, it was Nigerian Idol. West African Idol, yes. At the time, I went for the audition. I was ready. Already, I was told that I was a very good singer by my friends and family. So, audition day, I was ready. And I was put in front of the judges, 3 judges. One of the judges was Dede. The other one was Dan Foster, and then a Ghanaian lady. And I sang my heart out, and 2 of the judges were not satisfied, and they said that it was obvious that I had the passion, but they still weren't convinced that I was a good singer. But Dede Mabiaka was like, this girl can sing. Oh. My mother was like, thank you, please tell them. But I needed 3 yeses, or at least 2 yeses from, any of the judges to cross over to the next level, but I got only 1. So I was down and I cried my eyes out, but I didn't give up because this was what I did. I got on a plane and I went to Abuja to audition for the same competition. And then when it was my turn, I got to Abuja on Wednesday and I went for the first day of auditions on Thursday, and then on Friday I was, put in front of the same judges. So when I got there around, say 6 a.m. in the morning, and by 9 or 9-ish, it was time for me to sing. So I was in front of the judges, and I was about to sing, and they were like, cut. Is this not the girl from Lagos? And I'm like, yes, I'm the girl from Lagos. You can't sing, I'm sorry. I said, why would I sing? Sir, I came all the way from Lagos. I took a flight down to Abuja, and they're like, no, you can't audition twice. And I said, I won't leave this place. Even if I won't go to the next level, at least let me sing. I haven't come all this way to be sent back to Lagos. No way, you can't break my heart. And they're like, no, I said, I'm not leaving. They're like, security. I said, call security. I'm not going anywhere. I was crying like a baby, And I'm like, okay, show me where it says, maybe in your Q&A or on your website, where it says that one cannot audition twice, And Dede Mabiaku stood on that with me. And he said, you know what, it's not fair. Let's give this lady a chance. And they were like, okay, at the end of the day, after much debate, they were like, okay, if you agree to be the last person to audition. I'm like, okay, that's fair enough, And when it was my turn, in the evening, I sang my heart out. I remember the song that I sang, Celine Dion. I will never forget
Can
it.
You sing it?
Baby, if I kiss you like this. I remember they were waiting for me to go to hit, the highest note. And I did. And the Ghanaian lady was was very happy with me. She gave me a yes. Dede was proud of me. But Dan Foster was still, not satisfied. In my mind, I was like, that's your business. I had two yeses. And then they, moved me to the next level. I was eventually dropped, but I was happy that I could audition. And that was the second one. The first one was a church audition. That one too, they chopped my eye there too. So, and after that one, I went to X Factor. I took a break, and then I went to X Factor because my younger brother was like, Nini, don't waste this voice. Go and bring money for us. And I even got a standing ovation from the three judges, Oyinka Oweno, MI, and some other Ghanaian judge, I think, yes, a man. And, I got the ovation, standing ovation, and I thought to myself, thank God, but at last, I was dropped again. And the following month, it was Project Fame, and I told myself, if they don't pick me, this will be the end, at the end of the road for music in my life. And when I got there, right from the very first audition, they were like, you're the voice we've been looking for. And I'm like, really? Really? Okay. Let's see how it goes. And for me, it wasn't even about winning the competition. It was about being a finalist on the show. Looking at where I was coming from, where the judges never really gave me a chance. So they gave me a chance in Project Fame. Until today, I'm very grateful.
Yeah. But in all of this, what lessons did that teach you?
First of all, to persevere, to be hardworking, and to believe in God, first of all. Because after my very first audition, someone advised me to join a live band. And I did join a live band. And there I learned how to perform, using a live band, how to read people, get the mood, the vibe. So if they're not feeling this kind of music, how to change. And then I started singing different genre of music. From dance music, from the band to, different kind of music. And it really taught me a lot. So when someone says no to you, it's time for you to just go back to the drawing board and, keep working hard. One day it'll, all work out.
Okay, yeah, this brought me to ask this question. You don't do the regular kind of music that female artists sing. I'll explain. I think you're the only one in Nigeria that goes around the live band. No other singer does that.
No, I'm not the only one.
Who else does that?
Female.
Yeah.
Yemi.
Okay, Yemi Alade does
Even
that.
all the female artists. It just depends on the show.
Live bands.
It depends on the show.
I was going to ask, why did you choose to do that?
To do?
Go around with a live band and all.
Oh, okay. It depends on the show.
Okay.
If I get a booking and the show is primarily a live band show, definitely I'm always joyful to perform with a live band. But if it has to be, a CD performance, I don't have a choice. It's not my show. So, yeah, it depends on the show.
Okay. Then the song, where I watch most of your performances.
Okay.
And I see that your male fans are always going for that back view. How do you feel?
Naturally. Besides me being a woman, Niniola, men naturally, love to rock women from behind and, dance, and even from the front, just dance basically and have fun. But because I'm a very fun person on stage, and I love to dance, sing, entertain people, at the same time put some, comic dance there as well. So most of the time he's behind me or in front of me and I'm smiling, and he too is also trying to be funny. So basically it's just fun on stage.
Okay, so maybe we should go to the second part of the
Okay.
show where you get to answer those questions that
Okay.
I give to you. Those papers.
Okay.
You read it out and then answer it.
Okay, so if you were caught in the desert with the band, Two-Face or RMD, so it's
Who
hard.
will you choose?
The band married. He's married. So they're all married. What will I be doing with them now? I'll be by myself.
Okay, the next question then.
How do you like your man? Tall, dark, and handsome, or slim, skinny, and fair? I just want a God-fearing man. Just a God-fearing man.
Oh, you don't have fantasies or physical attributes?
Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Doesn't matter. The physical attributes don't really matter. It's what's inside. If you're going to be there for me, care for me, love me, that's paramount for me, rather than physical attributes. Are you in a relationship? Yes. Dumbest thing you've done.
Wait.
Dumbest thing you've done. I'm in a hurry.
Okay.
Dumbest thing you've done for love. Cry. Watch Indian movies and just, follow the storyline and act like you are the love interest there, and you imagine that your guy is the guy, and then you're dancing, singing, and loving, and then you meet the guy and he's wondering, what's wrong with you? I think that's the dumbest thing, because I will not kill myself for love. That's not possible. So, okay, Shay or Yemi Alade. I love both of them, so I can't choose. I'm sorry. I cannot choose. I will not choose.
Okay. Is that... Oh.
You want me to choose between Yolo and Charlie? I love both of you. Mwah, I won't choose. So, yeah, that's all.
Okay, one of your fans on our Facebook Live is asking, do you watch football?
Once in a while.
Okay. And then he also says, how did you come up with that Maradona song? Because it was dope.
Thank you. Inspiration came from God, as always. Because before I step into the studio, I pray to God to give me inspiration. And then I listen to the beat. Make sure I go into the studio blank so that I can feed off the beat. So when I listen to the beat, then I can take whatever it is I can take from there, like the vibe. For instance, with Maradona, I got into the studio, Saz was there waiting for me, and I think we ate, we were gisting before he now started making the beat. When he made the beat, I was like, I'm loving this beat too. And what I could get from the beat was, it had this sad vibe, yet gloomy, yet playful, and I just wanted to complement the beat with the lyrics and the delivery of the song. So that's how it came about.
Okay. Before we turn on your song so that you can dance with that question that you said they were all married, I have unmarried guys here for you to choose. Okay, there's Olamide, there's Whiskey.
I thought I could run away from escape. I'm telling you.
You just pick one out of them.
Two and two.
Okay, there's Olamide, there's Whiskey, and there's Davido. If you were caught in desert with one of them, who would you pick?
I don't know, because there are 3 different flavors. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can pick 2 of them, say.
No. It's hard. I'll pick me.
Okay. What are your hobbies apart from singing?
I love to dance. I love to cook. I love being by myself, basically. Besides music, I'm a boring girl. Yes.
So what project are you currently working on apart from pushing out Maradona?
On music, I have a kind of like a foundation. Sorry?
Any album coming?
Okay, yeah. Before I go to the album, I have a foundation. It's it's the name of the foundation is Adopt a Child's Education, and I gave 2 children a 6-year high school scholarship. It includes tuition, books, uniforms, and how I selected the children was just me going to my hood where I grew up, and I went to 6 public schools and told them to give me 5 of their best students each, and they all sat for an exam, and I picked the best 2, and yeah. Currently, so they started in just 1, and now they're in just 3. So I'm very happy about that. And also, I'm working on my album, and I am very excited. I am very thankful.
Coming out this year?
Definitely, my album will be dropping this year by God's grace. My record label, drum roll, my management company, Nigeria Review, and myself are working, endlessly to make sure that this album is a blessing to me and to everyone.
Me, I'm excited about it myself. I'm waiting for it. Okay, someone is asking here, any plans for an international feature with an African artist like Diamond Platnumz?
Oh yes, yes. If the opportunity presents itself, definitely.
Then another person, a fan too, says, if I want to do a collaboration with you, how can we meet?
Okay, you have to get through to my manager, or, or go to my social media pages. You find my contact number. That's on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook. So you can reach them, and they, in turn, will get across your message to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So please put on this song so that we can sing to it. I didn't ask, what's your favorite song apart from your music?
Favorite song. If I have a favorite song now, I'll be in trouble because I'm working on my album. If not, I'm just going to lift everything from that song
from the album
and spread it.
I'm talking about international artists now, because I know you sang Celine Dion song during one of your Project Fame. So we just want to see if that vocal power is still there.
And that's why you have to listen to the album.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Then do you take dance lessons too?
Me?
Yes.
I just stand in front of the mirror and dance.
Like, do you teach people how to dance?
If you want to learn, I can teach you.
I want to learn. Alright. Just do your thing so that
we can die for you. If I die for you, only will I satisfy you? All my friends, you are the best.